Hello, I'm Megan Potter and welcome to this week's tutorial. I'm going to be using the Fiery Passion eyeshadow palette because I realised I haven't shown you this one yet. And I also wanted to show you some shadow liners and how to use them, especially if you have hooded eyes. The trick with shadow liners is they're not a normal eyeliner, so they don't perform like a normal eyeliner. They're more of a mix of a creamy eyeshadow and a liner. So if you've got a hooded eye, it's really important that you set the shadow liner to keep it in place, and I'm going to show you that. First, let's pop some eyeshadow on. So you can see I've already done my base for today. I wear glowing mineral foundation powder. I've done the cool contouring dust. You could use the warm bronzer if you've got warm skin, and the Raspberry Tide blush, my favorite, and the blonde brow dust. So that's what I've done so far. Oh, and I've got Stolen Kiss lipstick on as well, another favorite, just a go-to of mine. Okay, so I'm going to use my concealer brush and go straight in with the skin color here, this beautiful pink. I love this on my pink skin too. So just popping it all over and under the brow bone. I'm going to use it as my highlighter as well because this suits me. You can use the white as a highlighter too if you use the Fiery Passion quad, if you're an eyes color type. Go. So just popping that all over like so. Then I'm going to swap over to my shadow brush and just pop some of the shadow into the socket line, okay? So dab, 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 little dab on there. Back and forth. You can see exactly where I've put it. So you can see it with my eye open. Go. If you have a hooded eye, it really depends how hooded your eye is. If it's just slightly hooded, you can do this step. If you've got a lot of skin that hangs down and it hangs down really low, you will have to skip this step because the dark brown will just sort of get lost, okay? So here we go. And then we're just gonna pop some along the lash line as well. So it doesn't matter what eye shape you've got for going along the lash line. You can do this if you've got hooded or you just got a normal eye shape. It's up to you. You can do that one. So you can see it's like a little C shape like this on each side, a backward C. So I'm going to blend that as I go. So blending with this one. Blend, blend, blend. Here we go. You can either blend just at the end or you can blend as you go. It's nice to blend as you go because you can see how it's starting to look. Okay, now we're going to have some fun. So we're going to use the olive shadow liner today. And this one's quite light. It's probably the lightest one. So it is really nice to use it under an eyeshadow. So we're going to pop it on and then we're going to set it with some eyeshadow to keep it in place. So perfect for hooded eyes and perfect for anyone because what happens is you'll see the eyeshadow will really intensify when it's put on top of the shadow liner because it will make it nice and bold. So I'm just going to put the olive along my lash line like this. So I, of course, could leave it like this. Just leave it with the olive once it's blended. But I'm going to show you how you can have some fun with it. There we go. So that's how it's looking at the moment. Then we're going to use our shadow brush again. I'm just going to make sure there's no brown on it. And I'm going to go in with this gorgeous green. And it's going to be so beautiful on top of the olive. It's going to be amazing. Okay. Let's just see what I'm doing. So pat, pat, pat. And then I'm going to be patting it onto where I popped the olive. So pat, 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 pat. So this is going to be really gorgeous and intense. This is not an everyday look. This is a nice fun look. You've got going to a party or you're going out. It looks amazing. Look at that, so pretty. So pretty. Okay. And I'll do the other side. Pat, 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 pat. You don't want to drag it along because if you drag it, you'll sort of drag that shadow liner with it. You just want to sort of press it onto the shadow liner. Keep it nice and neat. Go. Pretty crazy. It's amazing. Another option, if you don't want to do it with the green, because that can be pretty crazy. So I'm just going to show you, if you do it with the, say you've got the dark brown or the charcoal, to pretend that's your eye. You can set it with either a little bit of mineral foundation, which will tone it down, or set it with some setting powder. So just open your setting powder like so, unscrew it, and then just use your concealer brush like this, get a little bit on the end. This is translucent, although it looks white or yellow if you've got the yellowy one, and then just pat it on like so. So imagine you're doing this on your eye, and that will keep it in place and stop it from rubbing, stop it from moving, especially if you've got a hooded eye. Every time you close your eye, and it can be rubbing that shadow liner. So make sure you set it with something, okay? Screw that back on. Okay, I'm just going to finish with a little bit of mascara, and then you can have a look. Okay. I always curl, you know me, always curl my lashes. And since we've introduced the Lash Perfector, I'm always using Lash Perfector as well. It just adds length and fullness, and it gives you the same effect that a traditional mascara would give. Our black and our brown mascara is beautiful and it's natural and it's gorgeous, but it doesn't perform like a normal mascara, because it's not filled with all the chemicals that normal mascara is filled with. But when you pair it with the Lash Perfector, that really just gives it the base that it needs and the oomph that it needs to perform, so that you can get some beautiful, long, full lashes. I think just as good as using a traditional mascara. No one looks at me and thinks, oh, she's got a natural mascara on. I think they just think that I'm wearing mascara. So I like to wear sable because that's what suits my beautiful fair skin, but you could use black or sable in this look. So have a play with it. This would be really fun with the violet shadow liner set with the setting powder, or you could use the black and put the shade over the top. That would be beautiful and dark and smoky. Okay. How's it looking? And I always do 2 coats of the colour. So 1 coat of the Lash Perfector and then 2 coats of the Sable mascara. That's what I do. And 2 more here, and then I'll pop some on the bottom lashes too. So you might think this green looks a little crazy, and it does, but it's lots of fun. I really just chose the green to do today because I thought it'll show up best on camera, and then you can try this technique with the colours you've got in your kit at home. There we go. Give it a go. See you, bye.